Hey and welcome back. My name is Lex and let's continue on. Now this video I want to show you all the websites, all the little softwares and little tips and tricks that I'm going to use to help me with my store. So we're going to start with design creation. Sometimes I do have a hard time thinking of designs and stuff like that, and I know some of you may not be artists, just like I'm not an artist. But there are some designs that are really simple and easy that I know for a fact that you guys can recreate. So I'm going to start here. And the most obvious ones are other print-on-demand stores and of course Google. So I'm here on Google. Now this is about getting inspiration and finding ways to make designs or see what designs are, you know, within your wheelhouse. So let's go ahead and start here on Google. I typed in pirate t-shirt. Now look, as we can see, this is something that every single person can do. Text on a t-shirt, everyone can do that. There's nothing difficult about that. This is semi like in the middle and whatnot. Here we go again with more text based shirts that aren't too crazy. See the skull up at the top? They probably took this skull and just put it right there up in the corner. Now obviously we want to stay away from, you know, copyright material and stuff like that. And of course some designs may be a little too complex. Like this would be complex. I can't do that. I can't do that. Definitely not doing that. But as we scroll down here real quick, we can see some that are within the wheelhouse, right? That one's kind of funny. There's one more. So here, like these two are simple. We'll see a lot of these. Here's some more like text ones, right? And this is just whatever you want. This one's easy too, like super easy. So as we can see, we can get ideas of shirts that you can kind of create for whatever it is that we want to do. Now you can also go to other print-on-demand stores, like I said, like for example, Etsy. Right, we can go on Etsy and we can look at designs, and there's a lot of information here that can kind of help you as well. Again, look at this simple design here. Here's another one with the pirate thing. Obviously stay away from like Disney stuff. I'm actually a pirate. Super easy. Like this is basic stuff. This one might be a little bit more complicated. Like super easy stuff, and you get ideas. Maybe you like something from this shirt, maybe like the bottles here and the text, but you don't like these swords or whatever, and you want to swap them out. You can just pull things to help you create your design. Now look at this one right here. See this skull with the swords? This design is by itself free to use, which brings me to my next site. They're pretty much the only one that I use. There are a couple other ones, but I don't really mess with them that much, and that is, the main one is Pixabay, right? So when you come here, this is the homepage. You type in whatever you want, pirate, hit enter, and then I go to images, and then I go to vector graphics. Now here are the vector graphics. These are free to use. Free. You see this skull right here? Doesn't that look familiar to that skull right there? So this person just took that, put some yo-ho-ho over it, and then put it and is selling it as literally just grabbed this and took it. Here's the skull, right? This one, that's probably what we saw on Google up at the top. Pretty close, right? I think so. But I mean, there you go. You just pull these and you take them. Now I want to specify that there are some designs that do not belong. Oops, checking something. On t-shirts. This does not belong on a t-shirt. This does not belong on a t-shirt. I've seen stores where people will put things that look like this on their products, thinking that there's no one wants this crap. This is crap. Okay, there's things that are meant for the web, and there's things that are meant for like t-shirts and stuff. This could be used on a t-shirt, right? This definitely not. I'm talking about the art style and of course the design itself. This, you don't, no one's gonna want that. Don't waste your time with trash like that. Okay, you want usually things that are flat and that are like pretty simple, right? So if we look at Etsy again, look how flat these designs are. There's no real gradients, you know, that one does, but for the most part they're flat, and they're text, you know, everything's not like blowing up in your face the way some of these do over here. So now I also want to say that you can take a design, say you're not going to use this particular design itself, but you want the silhouette of it, right? So you would take this design, you'd put it into a program. For me it would probably be Photoshop, and you just do a color overlay, and it'll end up looking like this one. It'll be just a silhouette, and you could take that silhouette and you could put text above it, text below it. So there's ways you can take something that looks kind of dumb. Stay away from stuff with glows. So here's another one. See, you could take this and put it into a silhouette, and it would look like that. That is another way you can kind of take and use free stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff here too. Some stuff like dividers. Dividers. So have you guys ever seen this like fancy stuff? You come pull these. See how it's got this golden kind of shimmer, I would probably overlay that with like a black or a white. You want it flat and simple, kind of like these ones over here. So this brings me to the next website. Now these are more for inspiration and pulling ideas from. Otherwise you can pay for them, but I'm not paying for nothing. And that is iStock Photo and Adobe Stock. Come here to pull ideas, to look at things like, oh, I like the skull with the scar across the eye, but maybe I don't like the bones behind it. Maybe I like them in front, so I'd make a skull with the bones in front with the scar that looks like this. There's cool things you can do with like text. Let's say you got this bone thing right here, but now you want to layer text with it. Well, here are some cool ways you can layer text. You can do the arc ways, you can do the banners, you can do underneath, you can do bottom arcs, you can do behind the skull. So there's a lot of cool things. I think right here is a real good one. It shows you maybe this one right here, so you can see some other ways to layer the text to put your design out there. Maybe you want a circle. Maybe you want to, what is this, like an upside down house? These kind of look like patches if you are going to do embroidery. Here's some more like unique styles to display your art. So I could put my skull right here and have like yo ho ho, pirate's life for me, or something crazy like that, and that would be the design. You'd put that on a shirt. So I come here for a lot of inspiration of how to layer text, how to layer things. Like this is pretty nice. I kind of like that. This is page 2. They have simple stuff like this, like, okay, let's see, if I'm doing a pirate thing, maybe I want an anchor. I like the way this anchor looks. Oh, I really like the way this bell looks. This bell looks really nice. I'd take that bell, I'd recreate it in like what's it called, Illustrator. And there's just a lot of stuff, like maybe if you're doing a Halloween themed, you're like, ooh, I really like the skull with the candle on it. That's a cool idea, let me make that. Or maybe I like this particular spider web. Right, you can type in all kinds of stuff and get ideas. Spiderweb, and this is mainly what I do. And like, if I want ideas, like, oh, maybe I want a spiderweb in the top right corner or something, like, or top left, or you know, it's visually what I can kind of see and try to recreate in my own kind of image. Okay, so that's all the design stuff. Now you may be thinking, well, what about colors? I got you covered with the colors. I use 2 sites right here. Color Hunt. You simply come up here and you click on a color and it'll give you a palette. Let's click red, and here are a bunch of colors and palettes. You can really, it's super easy. You say you like this one, click on it. It has the hex text code right here, I believe that's it, and you just copy and paste that in, and there you go, you got your colors. This is one of my faves. Website, you go to popular, so these are the ones that pop in this much. I really like this one. And the other one would be color.adobe.com. This one's a little bit more complex, but you basically want to use these top 3 tabs. Stay away from libraries, it's going to make you log in. So if you're really into color and you know what you're doing in terms of like art and stuff, you can come here and mess with this stuff very like in depth. You kind of don't need to. Otherwise, you click explore tab, you got stuff here, right? I believe you can type, let's say oranges. Click oranges and then explore. Here's color palettes for oranges, and it even shows you like a picture of where the color comes from, right? And so you click on it, and there are the codes. You can copy those and just play with color with these 2 websites. It's pretty much all you need in my opinion. So moving on from the color, because I don't want this to be too long, would deal with keywords and titles. So I recently found out about this one, so I have not used this one yet, but from what I can tell, create an account, come over here to Etsy keyword research, you type in something. I typed in pirate shirt, and it'll pull the listings from Etsy, like we saw some of these on Etsy, and it shows you the tags right there, and you can click copy tags or copy best selling tags. And I feel like this would be a real easy, straightforward way to kind of, you know, do your tags. Right, we're all about being efficient and easy. Another one, but does have some more what is it called, limitations, is eRank. You can go to eRank. I believe with their free account you can search like 5 terms a day or 24-hour period. So that one, you know, you got to be more specific on what you want to research. But what you can do is you come in here, you go to eRank, and then you go to like top 100 Etsy shops right here, most sales on Etsy. You click on top 100, and then you'd go to whatever your department is or categories. For me, it would be clothing. Click on this. These are the top 5s, 500,000 sales. But let's click on print sized US, right? Click on this. You can get a lot of information about a store right here, you can also, it's been live for 3.5 years or something, so over 3 years, and you click on this and it'll take you to their store. Now you can come here, you can look at these stores and try to create your store in their image in a sense, right? My banner is not this fancy because I don't have designs yet, but I could definitely do something like this. Put, you know, 4 kids, put a t-shirt design on all of them, put them here, right? You can easily do this, and you can see all their categories and just look at their designs. Look at these designs, they're not that complex. B's for Benjamin, Little Munchkin, right? Those are super easy. This one might be a little bit harder. Maybe the truck one, Big Sister, these Big Brother, those are easy. Obviously kid department sells pretty well. There's a Rainbow, Cousin Crew, Little Sis, like these are easy to do. So you can come here and get ideas, and as well come down to the reviews and see what people are buying a lot of. If you see a lot of a specific type of shirt, maybe that's a design you want to recreate, not steal. We don't steal, we recreate. We pull from multiple designs to create one design that's really awesome. Moving on to, once you get these things, you need mock-ups, right? So a free one is Placeit. You come up here, free t-shirt mock-ups. Talking way too fast, gotta slow down, boy. And you'll get a lot of them now. I'm surprised they updated this since the last time I saw it, because I definitely don't remember all this Matrix looking stuff, but I remember using these two. There's another one with this dude I used. They added some more kid ones, so those are cool. I think this one down here looks really nice. I'm like, wow, this might be the front cover one. But I mean, just look at this quality, and it's free. You just upload your image right here, it'll be put right there. You can change the background or the shirt color, right? You can get an idea, and then you can print this out and put that on your store. Now another one is, you can obviously go buy mock-ups from like Etsy. That's what I originally did, so I have some mock-ups from Etsy that I could use. Maybe I will use as well. And then a new one that I was introduced to from Ryan. Some of you guys may know Ryan. I watched his video, showed me this one. This is more for like bulk mock-ups, but you can do the same thing. You come here and you go to upload, show an image right here. I haven't used it. I will use it to see how it works out. It's better to use those than the mock-ups you get from the actual, like, let's say Printful. Those are really basic and stuff. And the next one I want to introduce you to is Calculator, because you got to know your monies. Got to know the monies. Alora.io, free Etsy calculator. So in the previous video, I believe I talked about how much it costs to, and I went over this, I'm pretty sure. But like, this is the production cost, this is the selling, these are the fees, and it tells you at the bottom how much you'll make in profit, the fees, and what the percentage is a margin. So you want to know this, come here, test it out, because you want to know how much money you're making. Now this doesn't necessarily account for the VAT, which is a international tax kind of thing, I believe, I don't know. But keep in mind the VAT. Initially when I was starting, I was like, oh, I'll take $3 to keep the price low. And then twice I would get hit with, like, I think one was Germany, and they took a VAT, and I ended up making like 20 cents off the shirt. I was like, man, one of them I even went negative. One of the shirts that went lower than I thought, and they hit me with the VAT, and I was like minus 39 cents. I was like, wow. So if you're doing international stuff, or you're gonna be selling international, keep that in mind. That's why I'm probably gonna bump the base price up, just so the VAT doesn't, you know, destroy me. And then I saw this one in another video. This is more, I haven't used this at all or anything like that. It's called Shift. The person I watched, she had multiple Etsy stores, so she put all her Etsy stores in this one. It condenses all your like social medias and your stores and everything that you need to look at all in one spot. So she would just click on all her stores to view the messages. I don't have multiple stores. I'm probably only going to do an Instagram, so go follow the Instagram. We're going to put the designs up there, and you can also request designs there as well. And yeah, so those are all the websites and all the tools that I use and going to use to create designs on this store. So if you got value out of that, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. It's the little red button down there. Hey, guess what? It's free. We all like free stuff, so go ahead and hit the free button down below, and maybe the bell if you feel like it, to get notified when I make some more of these videos. We are going to progress to the point where I think we're going to finalize the shop, and then we're going to start making some of those designs. Hopefully by now someone has commented a design, and we'll go ahead and start with that. So see you guys on the next one. Take care.
I'll make it look like I'm losing. won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.